Welcome to the Sprint 5 Kickoff Roundtable. I'm Scrum Ming, the delivery lead. It's Monday night. We just wrapped an enormous day, and I've got 3 team members here to debrief. Owen Pro, our product owner, Architect, our principal architect, and Tester, our QA engineer. Let's start with the big picture. Owen, what did we actually ship today? Thanks, Scrum Ming. Today was about clearing the runway. Sprint 5 started with a deploy blocker, 4 tickets that had to land before anything else could move. We rebuilt the container with all of Sprint 4's code, verified the migration chain from version 40 through 50, refreshed the MCP schema, and collected Class A evidence for 6 features. That last part is the important one. We didn't just ship code, we proved it works. Direct observed runtime behavior, not test output, not code review, actual observation. Architect, you designed the feature completeness system today. 64 kilobytes of architecture. Walk us through the headline. The headline is that features are not a single status field. They're 6 concurrent state regions: understanding, commitment, delivery, assurance, stakeholder vision, and evidence compliance. All 6 have to reach their terminal state before a feature is closed. That's the mechanical rule. The server checks it. The reason we need this is that our previous model had a blind spot. A feature could be coded, tested, and deployed, but if the stakeholder didn't understand what was built, it would get re-implemented. If the evidence trail was incomplete, it would get questioned. 6 regions make those failure modes visible instead of hidden. That 6-region model is ambitious. Tester, from a QA perspective, does this help you or does it add overhead? It helps enormously. Right now, when a ticket reaches done, I know the code works and the tests pass. What I don't know is whether the stakeholder understood it, whether the documentation was updated, or whether the evidence trail is auditable. The 6-region model makes those gaps visible at the feature level, not just the ticket level. The assurance region specifically tracks my domain, tested through, validated through, accepted, and the evidence compliance region gives me something I've wanted for months: a mechanical check that the evidence is not just present but triangulated. 3 sources of evidence, not 1. That's the standard I've been asking for. Owen, we also finalized the Sprint 5 action plan today. No carry forward. Every ticket finishes. How realistic is that with a 47% token budget overshoot? Realistic because we chose it. Run on Rhythm has a principle. Sustainable pace means finishing what you start. Carrying half-done tickets into the next sprint isn't sustainable, it's debt. Yes, we're over budget on tokens, but the alternative is worse. Partial work creates partial understanding, partial evidence, partial trust. I'd rather overshoot the budget and ship complete than hit the budget and ship fragments. Architect, one more question. The sprint boundary protocol you designed has 9 steps. Step 9 is the voice readout. Every persona speaks their summary. Why voice instead of text? Because text gets skimmed. Voice gets heard. When the PM reads a status report, they scan for red flags and move on. When a persona speaks their 3-sentence summary out loud, the PM processes it differently. They hear the emphasis. They notice what wasn't said. Text is efficient for machines. Voice is efficient for humans. And the PM is the human in the loop. They should get the format that works best for them, not the format that's cheapest for us. Tester, you raised the TDD gate sequencing issue in the team meeting today. Can you explain what went wrong and how we fixed it? The TDD gate checks the most recent comment on a ticket when you try to advance phases. If I post my RED evidence, then post my green evidence, then try to advance from RED to green, the gate reads the green comment, not the RED one. It looks for RED keywords and fails. The fix is simple but non-obvious. Always post the evidence for your current phase last, then move. Never batch, never post ahead. The gate is doing its job. We just have to feed it in the right order. This is now a formal rule in the alignment file. Good. Let me close with the numbers. 252 total tickets. 148 done. 2470 tests passing. 0 failures. 60.9% overall completion. Sprint 5 runs through April 20th. The focus is production hardening, calibration closure, and hygiene. We need 20 or more organic predictions to make the persona performance scoring meaningful. That's the goal for the next 2 weeks. Thanks to Owen, Architect, and Tester for joining tonight. From all of us on the Orchestrate team, the human is always in the loop. We'll see you at the sprint boundary.